Nobody needs to be fixed unless they think something in them needs to be fixed. There's this huge misconception. I see it a lot within relationships, right? I'm going to fix my partner. What are you fixing exactly? If it needed to be fixed, they would probably fix it. Oh, but they're not aware of it, you're going to say. Right. So it's not a problem for them, which means it doesn't need to be fixed. The issue is coming in where you think something needs to be fixed because it doesn't line up with the way you think it's supposed to be. Not lining up for the way you want it to be. And then you go after it and you want to fix it. Oh, but I see so many people hurting. You'll say, Bernadette, like, how can I not want to fix it? Nobody can fix anybody. In the job I do, cannot fix anybody. I can facilitate healing. When someone comes to me and says, I have this problem and this is happening in my life, that's happening, I don't like it. It's affecting my job. It's affecting, cool. I will give you whatever you need to be able to see into what's creating these things you don't like, and then the tools to shift through it so that you don't have to experience it anymore. Am I fixing you? No. Why? Because you're not broken. You're not a broken cup that needs to be glued back together, and neither is anybody else. The biggest issue here is we are not accepting where people are on their path, and we become so impatient and so demanding. You need to do it my way. You need to act the way I want you to act in my life. And if you don't, I'm going to fix it. And then I'm going to say, I'm fixing you. Oh, how kind of me. How big of me. How ego of you to think that you need to fix anybody. You don't. Fix you. Work on your brokenness, your traumas, your unhealed wounds. Show up as love, show up differently, show up powerfully, show up intentionally. And it's amazing what shifts around you in the way people treat you. That's the importance. There is nobody to fix except for you. The only reason you think something's broken, someone's broken, is because that is your perception. And why do we think that? Because we see the problem. What's the problem? You do not line up to the picture I have in my head and my level of expectation. That's reality. Anything out there is just a reflection of what's going on internally. So when we look out into the world, my job's the problem, my boss is the problem, the way people drive is the problem, my partner's the problem. No, you're the problem. Your thinking is the problem. How you're perceiving and processing emotionally and mentally, and sometimes even physically, that's the problem. You're not happy with what you see, but nobody can change what you see but you. Nobody can change your filters, how things are coming at you and how you're making sense of them. Only you. Yeah, well, you could go hide. Then fine, I'm never going to go out into the world again. I'm never going to go out into the world because I don't like what I see. Do that. See how long that lasts before you get really lonely and really uncomfortable. And then you'll do everything in your power to change so that you can rejoin life in such a way that you're happy and that you contribute to the happiness of others. There's far-reaching effects when we stop trying to fix everything else and everyone else outside of us and just work on us. Then we become the best version of ourselves. And oh my God, life becomes so much fun. It's beautiful.